Thanks for coming back to Sourcefed. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Lee Newton.
And this is 20 minutes or less. All right, guys, let's talk about the recent events surrounding the online hacktivist group Anonymous.
No!
Why?
No, don't even say their name. No, they're gonna shut us down.
No, they won't, Lee. No, we're just gonna be discussing the events that are associated with the group. We're not gonna say anything disparaging, we swear. It's gonna be fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, a quick recap. Anonymous is a collective group of online hackers or hacktivists. And recently they've been shutting down a bunch of websites belonging to people like the US government. And they've also been hacking into other various sources and releasing their information to the public. One such example was the recent hacking of the crazies over at the Westboro Baptist Church. After said hack, they publicly released the phone numbers and addresses of everybody associated with the church. And it was awesome. But I also said that they effed with the US government, and that's the type of thing that the US government don't take kindly to.
So far, the recent actions of Anonymous seem to be carried out to embarrass the governments or corporations like Visa and MasterCard. But General Keith Alexander, director of the National Security Council, warns that they're going to up their game and attack the electrical grid in 2 years. A member of the NSA said, quote, "A near-peer competitor country could give cyber malware capability to some fringe group. Some hacker, next thing you know, could be in our electrical grid. We have to get after this." That's quite a speculation, sir.
Yeah, that's kind of a stretch. It's like when you were a kid and your parents were like, "We don't want you hanging out with that Danny Jacoby from down the street." And you're like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because he got caught throwing rocks through windows in cars down at the junkyard." And you're like, "So?" And they're like, "Well, in 2 years, he's gonna be stealing cars and then strapping bombs to the bottom of buses with the stipulation that those said buses can't go under 55 miles an hour or they'll blow up." And you're like, "What a weird movie reference for this lecture, what?" It's kind of a ridiculous claim by the US government that seems like it's an attempt to gain support from members of the public that don't quite know what's going on in the internet world.
At least that's what Anonymous thinks, and they responded to those comments with this quote: "NSA's alarmist rhetoric and fear-mongering is reprehensible. They should focus on the myriad of current security holes." And these security holes have actually been a source of embarrassment for the US government. Anonymous has shut down websites for the White House, FBI, and the Department of Justice. I mean, with embarrassing attacks like that, this recent electrical grid announcement is kind of a weak retaliation.
And how does a government get the people of their country to stop applauding the efforts of an online rogue hacktivist group? Well, they could try scaring them into stopping by telling them that they're gonna attack the electrical grid and the infrastructure and ruin life as they know it. First of all, I don't think the government is giving their people enough credit in the smarts department. And secondly, what they're claiming is gonna happen kind of goes against what Anonymous seems to be standing for. They seem to act for the people against corruption. One member of Anonymous said, quote, "Anonymous's general viewpoint recently has been fighting on the behalf of ordinary citizens against leaders and power structures. Attacking electricity grids would harm those people more than our opponents." After taking in all this information, I don't think Anonymous is something the everyday schmo needs to be afraid of. Yes, there's a little bit of anarchy involved and they're breaking a crap ton of laws, but it's interesting for me to sit on the outside and watch a digital revolution unfold.
It's kind of like the Dexter Morgan of the internet.
And on a final note, I think it's kind of good that they humiliated our government a little bit because it showed that we have massive holes in our digital security. I mean, if Anonymous was getting into our stuff, what was stopping our actual enemies from doing the same thing? You know, like the communists or Genghis Khan.
Okay, can we stop talking about it now? We're gonna be okay?
Yeah, we're gonna be okay, right?
We're gonna be okay?
Anyways, you guys, what do you think of all this online hacktivism that's been going on lately? Do you support it or do you not support it? Let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button, click the annotation down below, or go to sourcefed.com for our 5 daily stories or everything we've ever done ever. I'm Lee Newton.
I'm Joe Beretta.
I love you, Anonymous.